Please do not post your referral codes in the comment section below. Otherwise, tomorrow will be the end of the world. Hey guys, Jaybo785 here. We're just going to quickly go over the Silent Night event, or whatever you want to call it, in the Rage of Bahamut game. I'm also going to be reviewing a couple of the cards that come out with that, what I think, and a couple tips and tricks on how to do better in this event. I am a little bit disappointed with this event because it's pretty much just it's the exact same event as the Crystal Castle, but just with a new slap of paint on it. So, you know, it's just kind of a joke. Not a lot of work seems to be put into this event, and I don't really see anything interesting or unique or new about it. So, let's just go ahead and talk about a couple tips for this event. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and talk about the Demonic Knight, which came out from the last Holy Wars, and really what I think about this card. I was actually quite pleasantly surprised with this card. This is a card that I would have put in my deck had it been a man card rather than a demon card. Its effect is big boost to man-demons attack, so it's essentially the same as a Master Archer or whatever god or demonic version of that card would be, and I was actually really surprised about its stats. It's 17,111 attack, and then 17,708 if you do an 815. I don't recommend doing an 815 though. So this card actually has warrant to be placed in the deck, especially with the upcoming skills update, which, guys, I already talked about that in my last video. If you want to know more about that, please watch that one. So it has a spot in people's decks now. This card is actually pretty cheap on the Bazaar system because they gave out a lot of these in the Holy War event, like sometimes two, sometimes, you know, and that was just for the individual award, and then you can get some from an Order award, and then get some from Order Winning Battles award. So just the market is flooded with these. But if you're a demon deck or a multi-cultural deck, and you're running mans and demons, this is actually a very good card. And so I think I've emphasized that enough. Let's go ahead and talk about the Not So Silent event. It's basically same as Crystal Castle. Get on there, maybe spend a tiny bit of Cure Water, but it's more of an HP and event card event. So what I mean by that is cards like boss fighters like Axe Master, the Homunculus, you know, cards like the Dragon Fighter one with the Crystal Dragon one, and you know, any of those type of cards, which now it's the Alice card, I believe, and then it's also the Humpty Dumpty card, okay? So, as far as tips go, guys, the Alice card is a massive boost to man's attack and defense. And plus, it's the giant hitting one for the boss fighter, okay? It's a good card by itself, and I like the fact that Rage of Bahamut's realized, hey, these cards are freaking worthless as soon as the event's over, so let's give it a little bit more leeway for somebody to actually keep this thing in its deck, in their deck. But the Humpty Dumpty card, I think, is just specifically for boss fighting. So as soon as the event's over, it's worthless. Now, do I think that you should go out and buy a bunch of these boss fighting cards, or especially Humpty Dumpty, or whatever a little bit stronger version of is that? Hell no. And the reason you shouldn't is, as soon as the event's over, these cards are freaking worthless, okay? Also, one thing that you should watch out for, and that's happened in a lot of other events, is pace yourself in this event. Don't spend a crap ton of HP trying to, you know, rack up a whole bunch of points, getting in the top order rankings, because, like with the White Knight, which is this card here, okay, and was actually a special event boss, or with the Crystal Dragon, or whatever came before that, I think, you know, in the Puppeteer event, the Crystal Castle, and I'm sure I'm missing one here, but because of the combo ranking where you do a little bit of damage, and then eventually it's that 500% boost once enough people have attacked it, this is one of those things, if you wait out long enough, or I'm sure that they'll release another boss fighter card specifically for whatever the special boss is going to be in this event, then you can get ahead so much easier and save yourself so much HP. Do I think that you should buy that card? Unless it fits well in your deck, like the Alice having a massive boost to man attack and defense, and it also has a boss fighting capacity, and you have the HP to spend on it, and it's actually, competitive, so it doesn't just have an awesome effect, but crappy stats, then no, I wouldn't buy it if that's the case. But if it does fit into those categories and works well for you, and you have the HP, and if you think it's a decent investment, go ahead. So, let's go ahead and talk about some of those awards now that I've gotten that out of the way. Like the Crystal Castle event, you start off with Yellow Bells, which is just crap. Blue Bells, which, honestly, if you're lucky enough, then the awards are decent at the premium pack, but still pretty much just crap. And then Green Bells, which are where you have to fight those harder bosses. And, guys, last time I spent a crap ton of HP, and probably close to 1,000 plus. I think it was gold crystals or something like that. Blue ones, which I think was right before gold. And the best I got was 3,000 friendship points, okay? So, the odds are so infinitely small that your chances of getting anything other than the Humpty Dumpty card, which sucks, it's just so small. So, the green bells right now are the best thing that you can get. They'll probably release gold bells, like similar to gold crystals, or if they're kind of clever, silver bells. So watch out for that and see if I'm correct on that. It's so infinitesimally small that really it's like the silver coin packs. It's just something for feeder material, and that's if you're lucky. Chances are you're going to get these boxes of toys, which there are pure accounts out there, guys, and there are people running 2 or 3 or 36 of their own freaking accounts for their own orders, okay? Which we've seen that in the past, and we actually saw that in the Holy Wars. That it's just goddamn ridiculous. Just have fun with this event, but don't expect to take anything really that high unless you're spending a crap ton of money on those special cards and on those special events. As always, there's the special awards, which is crap. About the best thing that you'll probably get is the Angel Queen. After that, you're spending a ton of HP to get, 10 personal holy powder? Whoopty shit. Individual ranking, should I even really go over anything under level 3,000? Probably not, but why not? So, we have the Crystalline Eve, which is massive hit to foes attack and defense. Its stats are actually pretty good. As you can see, 23,000 for 815, but you're probably going to go to 4.7 if you can even afford this card. 22,704. It's kind of like the Gawain version of God cards. It's decent. I've seen better. I don't know why this card would be extremely expensive. There's simply better things out there that fit better in deck. Of course, if you're a God one, if you can get a 4.7, good for you. White Knight, this is actually kind of a nice card. It's a step up from the Bloody Mistress. It's a great boost to Demon's defense. So it's like the Lancelot version of the Demon cards. I can see this going for a decent price, especially if you can get a 4.7 of these, which is 19,856. So a little tiny bit weaker than Lancelot, but still worthwhile. So expect to be running into this during next Holy War, especially if it goes for a decent price. Arc Princess Maria, great boost to defense all. So, really, I don't know why they released this damn thing. There's 50 different versions of this fucking card already out there. A 4.7, 15,542. So, it's shitty. Let's see, where do you get this award from? They're going to be giving out a crap ton of these. So basically, places from 3,000 to 20,000, and 3 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them. This card is going to be flooding the market, and it's shitty. So unless you're a brand new God version deck, player looking for something in your defense deck, and honestly, I wouldn't even put this in there. This card is going to go for jack shit on the market, if that. And am I missing something here? Great boost to defense alt? No, it's a pretty shitty card. And so there's your motivation, guys, right there. Unless you're going to be taking top 3,000 spots in this event, the award sucks. Okay? Santa Claus. This card is a big hit to foe's defense alt, or 8%. Let's check out its stats. It's a 4/7, 11,000 attack card. So I think Skull Rider or Zombie Rider or whatever that rare medium hit is, this is essentially the same thing. Its stats, if better, would have been a decent award. This card sucks. No other way to put it. And this is what you get for completing Wave 50 and Wave 100. Let's see if there's anything else I need to go over. Special placement awards. I don't even know why they put that. It's worthless. Box of Toys order ranking reward 1 through 50. That award sucks. I already went over that. 50 through 100. That award sucks. Santa Claus award sucks again. That's a high rare. Seriously. Oh, wow, that's a high rare card. Okay, so guys, the only thing that this card is good for, because honestly, the Zombie Rider being a rare and evolved high rare is better since the effect is easier to get up. This card is going to be worth about 2 HP, if that, because people are just going to use it as a feeder. Freaking worthless. So really, as far as order ranking award goes, I'd want to take spots 200 through 400 to get the premium card packs, because that's better than a lot of that crap. Yeah. Wow, this event is pretty freaking worthless. So guys, I'm sorry about the negative review. Wow. I honestly think the Crystal Castle event being the exact same thing was better. Another thing that I'm going to complain about this event, there's no man cards that came out. There's, absolutely no man card awards. So, yeah, what I recommend, honestly, just to sum things up in a conclusion, don't spend any HP and don't spend any cure water on this event. Take your sweet-ass time and have fun. And just collect some feeder cards and skilled high rares and prepare for the next event, whatever that's going to be. So guys, I hope that this video has provided you with some valuable information. If it has, and if you're a new player or if you have an extra account, please use my referral code RUM26800. That gets you a free rare card and some rubies, and does the same for me. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please post that in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer those in a timely fashion. And if you'd like to get hold of me in-game, my username is Jaybo785. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is Jaybo785 signing off.